No, not hidden. That's not the word. Hi, everybody. It's the last recording of 2020 of Par for the Discourse. I'm Erica, coming to you from Brooklyn. This is Nicole, coming to you from Madrid. We are two ladies who've been doing this once a week. It's the December 27th?
Yes, it is.
I always got to make sure. And we just got through Christmas. Nicole's family sent out this beautiful video of the whole family doing their best Mariah Carey. It was excellent. Thank you. It definitely brought a tear of joy to my eye, and we laughed and just enjoyed the whole thing. You have a beautiful, talented family.
Oh, thank you. It was fun.
Thank you.
So how was your week and holiday?
Holidays were interesting. The gift was the dog. So Domi was our Christmas gift. We had some friends stop by to meet him, and they brought some treats for the dog, which was fun. Learning more about him. And so that was a big thing. But yeah, how was your holiday?
Yeah, same. It was just us, low key. But I have to say, like, I actually thought this was one of the better ones, just because kind of just went with the flow and did what we want without having to adhere to anyone else's plans.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was good. So, and I'm like you, we didn't really do much gift exchanging, but it seems like every year something breaks or we need something new, like in December.
Right.
Last year it was a washing machine, unfortunately. This year we got a new kitchen table, so put that together today in IKEA bit, and
That's
looks good.
Always fun. New kitchen table. You had the thing with all the little chairs and it folded out. Is it similar?
Well, it's almost the same, but it's white and it has drawers on the sides. It's the same style, but the one that we had was what the owner left here, believe it or not. So it was starting to break, out with the old and with the new. So yeah.
Yeah. Another gift. A friend of Ronnie's brought me yesterday, a humidifier. So if you see the little.
You mentioned you wanted that.
Yeah, and he said he had one sitting in the closet, and I kept bugging Ronnie to remind him because if it was sitting in his closet, he was like, "Oh, you can have it," and I was like, "That'll be my Christmas present." I said, "Please remind him to bring it." So he came to meet Domi yesterday and brought the humidifier, and so it's kind of like one of those things that I didn't, I don't know if it's an expensive one. It's a Honeywell. But we were looking at prices of ones. I mean, there's a range, and trying to figure out which is the best. And I'll take a free one and see how this one's doing. So hopefully.
And you probably did him a favor too, because getting rid of shit is great.
Yeah, make space in his closet for more comics.
Yeah.
Win-win. He has a little tiny Chihuahua, and so he really loved meeting our big dog because he has one of those little guys. Domi is really great walking down the street. Even if we see these crazy little like crazy dogs, he just keeps going. He's like, doesn't even bother him. It's very chill.
It's the little ones that are nippy, not the big ones.
What we found out last night was the first difficult thing was trying to get him in the bathtub because it's time for a bath. And that wasn't as.
Couldn't you just hose them off in the backyard, or is that not like?
Well, right now, no, not right now. No, we don't have. But that might be a solution for the spring, is to get a nozzle back there and just hose them off, because I cannot get them into the tub. We both were trying really hard last night, and it was like
dead weight.
All kinds of methods of trying to get him into the bathtub, and Ronnie was in there with me, and then Ronnie just dropped his pants, and I said, "That's lovely, but I don't know how that's going to help the situation." But so, but Ronnie really was going to get into the bathtub to show the dog that, get in, and tried to get him to get in with him.
Yeah.
That didn't work either, but we had fun trying.
All these psychological methods didn't work on the dog. Is that what you're saying?
Right. So before we started this call, I was telling you that I had spent some time talking to my mom, and for some reason, Karens came up in the conversation, and you and I have talked about what Karens are, and it's this just phrase that's become kind of a slang for certain type of white women. And my mom had no idea. So I said it like I assumed she would know. And she goes, I've seen things on the news and they keep saying Karen, but the person's name isn't Karen. And I had the joy of explaining it to her. And that was fun. And then she got it. And then she got like, what? Oh, okay. My mom is not a Karen. So it was very much, I think now it's all swimming in her head. She's going to start associating people that she knows with that.
Yeah. My boss's name is Karen, and I've yet to be like, so how do you feel about this? Like, I'm just going to avoid that topic.
Well, so there's another, I was telling you that there's a different type of Karen that I've identified, and I'm going to call her Colleen. And she's the type of non-mask wearing person who maybe doesn't fight with people out in stores, but she's like a silent but deadly white woman who still is privileged, probably an educated woman, pretty smart actually, but for some reason just thinks masks aren't working. And she's not, she's going to the store or she's going wherever. She's not going to fight with anybody. Like, there's not going to be a website made for her. But these women are out there too.
Are these the ones that are like
having the business parties with everybody and don't worry about it. Get on a plane and come to my house.
Like, we're okay, you're okay, that thing? Or is it more like
we're having gatherings. I don't care. This is, depending on what state you live in, I guess. But, crossing state, as we've talked about, because there is no limitations on people, they will do what they want to do. And there are so many people that are beyond this Karen that are really still, making this situation not get better.
Yeah, I agree with you. In fact, my mother was telling me she took her dog for a walk the other night. I think it was Christmas Eve, and she said, you cannot believe the amount of cars that are parked in the street or in people's driveways. She goes, these people don't live here. She's like, everybody's just getting together. So she goes, this is why we're not ending anytime soon.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, we've been behaving. I mean, not only we've talked about us being distanced and not being able to see each other, and that's why we've been doing this, and we keep in touch anyway. I feel the sacrifice is not that big of a deal. Another thing about these Colleens that I'm coining, these are the kind of middle-aged, well, they're past middle-aged now because they're like that boomer age, right? And these white women are the kind of white women that were inconvenienced by bras. Now they're inconvenienced by masks. And it's kind of a hypocritical thing when I think about these women who they were standing up for something back in the 60s, and now they can't protect their fellow man with a mask. And it's gross. That's where I'm at, 2020.
Good reason.
I also don't think that the change of the clock is going to make anything different. at midnight, although I think, you and I love New Year's. So let's talk about that. I think as pessimistic as we sound, we are optimistic.
Well, I don't love New Year's. I actually hate it.
No, no, we love celebrating New Year's. Come on.
Do you remember what happened last year? I'll refresh your memory because I always thought like out of all the holidays, that's just overhyped and everything like that. But whatever, I'll partake.
We always made it a fun night.
Yeah, but I'm not one for like, let's go out all night long and go spend loads of money and do, whatever. So last year, Eduardo went to his family's house and I was like, I don't really want to do that because I know that that's going to be 10 people for 4 or 5 days. And I just don't, it's too much. I had so much work to do. I was like, I'd rather stay home, binge watch TV while I'm correcting my papers and just have a few days of silence. And I remember like texting you at midnight, because obviously it turned midnight here first. And I said to you, okay, I'm bringing in the new year. And you said, I don't think this is good. I don't think this is a good idea. I don't think this is going to be a lucky one.
I don't think it's good luck that you're alone at midnight.
Yeah, you're like, you shouldn't.
I don't know why I said that.
And I was like, oh, come on, what can happen?
It's all your fault.
Let's just blame me for the whole year. It's my fault.
I don't remember.
I say, maybe she had something going there. I don't know.
Well, I think what the not the good luck thing, but the prediction is whatever you do at midnight is how your year is going to be. And I know we were home at midnight and you were home at midnight. So
yeah. And here we are still at home.
And here we are.
No, but seriously, I'm not doing anything for New Year's. I mean, we're just going to be in and that's it. Eduardo's like, I'll make a dinner. That's it. And whatever. You guys will probably do the same thing, I'm sure. Or do you have a plan that involves something fun?
No, it's usually a night in. New Yorkers know it's amateur night. That's what I meant, that we always made it fun. Like I'm talking about when we were in our 20s, it wasn't a go out and party night. It was a, invite people over, have a house party or something.
Exactly.
So that's what I always liked it being a night in, but inviting people over, I remember going one night to me and my roommate went to a friend's house party and then like walked home, and it was parts of, sometimes New York has these kind of warm spells in January and it was like sweatshirt weather for some reason, and it was just a fun night. So it's not gonna be like that, but that's all right. I don't know.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. That's like exactly
I'm adjusting. I don't know.
These idiots that go to Times Square, like that just, it's all out of town people that do that kind of stuff, like you said, that just like, can't, they want to go, stand there and shit themselves all day so they could watch a ball fall. I mean,
can you imagine going someplace that you had to wear an adult diaper because you knew that's the kind of situation you were going to be putting yourself in?
Oh.
Even a year ago, I still wouldn't have done that. I hated, large groups of people way before COVID. So I'm adapting, I guess. We also, on your birthday, had this shift or alignment of the planets. Do you feel a shift? Do you feel a change?
No.
Right.
How should I feel? How do you feel?
I don't know. I'm trying to think that once the holidays are over, hopefully some interesting opportunities arise, but we'll see. I'm trying to be optimistic. I know I have a lot of people in my life that are real into all that stuff. I'm not, but
I mean, I think it's interesting, but I have a friend too. Go ahead.
I got a lot of phone calls the next day from a lot of people like who are, and I'm like, okay, let's work on some projects together. Hey.
No, but I mean the kind of people that like something bad happens, they're having a bad day, and then they're texting me. This one friend of mine, she's like, well, Mercury is in retrograde, whatever the hell, and I'm like, no, you just didn't set the alarm clock, and you woke up late, and the whole shit unraveled from there. But I listen.
Yeah, I've got a couple of those Mercury's and retrograde friends. Yeah, I got a couple of those too. They're fun.
We indulge.
Sure. I like to ask questions and see what their answer is. I like to ask questions. What can I say? Like, you sent me this picture of you got your daughter a black hooded sweatshirt for Christmas. So I am immediately a huge fan, but it also had the Goonies on it. So I wanted to know what Violetta's favorite character was in the movie. And she said Chunk, and I was so excited.
I could tell you her favorite scene, actually.
It's not the truffle shuffle, or is it when he's putting his hand into the blender?
Yeah.
That is my favorite.
When he's like, tell me
and
everything.
I threw up over the.
That's his.
I'm gonna watch that movie this afternoon. I threw up over, and then everybody started throwing up on everybody. All right. That was great. Great movie.
So next time we talk, it'll be 2021.
Yes. So yes, I don't, like I said, I don't think, it doesn't magically make things better that it's a new year, but it is a chance to, I guess, reset.
I do want to tell you something I remember now that I saw. First thing I saw when I woke up this morning, we had the TV on, and today was the day that they gave the first woman here in Spain the vaccine. It was the first woman to get the vaccine today, 96 years old. That's not the weird part. The part I thought that was really odd was that they were like filming this thing totally silent, and there's like a caption at the bottom, like we're waiting for something, like, first person to get the vaccine in Spain, 96-year-old, whatever her name was. And she's sitting there and they're like injecting her, and I'm like, why are they filming this? Like, why are they, isn't this weird that people are watching this and she's allowing it to be, it just seems like a strange thing that we'd all want to be staring at, and like, what are we waiting for?
I think it's like a propaganda, like to make everybody feel safe that she's willing to get this thing, so you shouldn't be afraid either. I thought
if this woman stood up right now and keeled over from a reaction, like she had a good run.
Well, that's why she's
the guinea pig.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so. So.
And if she does live longer, are we attributing it to that? I mean,
I'm sure somebody would.
See, I would like to be filmed getting that, but see, I would make a production out of it. After getting the injection, I'd get up and start tap dancing or something.
Wow.
Oh God.
That would be cool. Start doing cartwheels. See, the sun is shining. God, it looks like it's nice out. Yeah, it's been nice weather, so who knows? Have a good New Year. Happy New Year.
Same to you. Same to everyone.
See you next year. Whatever. I'll probably talk to you before then. And yeah, I don't know. We'll probably stay home, I guess. Take down the Christmas decorations. That's going to happen after probably tomorrow.
Okay.
And hopefully Domi gets a bath before the end of the new year.
What is the date the next time we talk? Is that like the 3rd maybe, or the 2nd?
Yeah, I think that'll be the 3rd. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, right before the overthrowing of the government.
Yeah.
It'll be fun.
Here's to 2021. And I'll see you next week. Bye.
Bye.